Every day, many people believe they are doing something good for their health. They go out for a walk, stay consistent, and try not to miss a single day. It feels simple, natural, and safe, something that should only make their body better over time. But after a while, something strange begins to happen. Instead of feeling stronger, their body starts to feel weaker. Their knees begin to ache, their energy drops, and they feel more tired than before, not less. And that is where the confusion begins, because they are not being lazy and they are not ignoring their health. In fact, they are doing exactly what most people recommend. So, why does it feel like things are getting worse instead of better? The truth is, it is not about walking itself, it is about how you walk. Because when done the wrong way, walking does not just lose its benefits, it can quietly put stress on your joints, drain your energy, and slowly wear your body down over time. And the most concerning part is this: most people never realize they are doing it wrong. If you are someone who walks every day, there is a real chance that some of these mistakes are already part of your routine without you even noticing. But the good news is that this is something you can fix. Small adjustments can completely change how your body responds. In this video, you will discover why walking becomes more important as you get older, what most people completely misunderstand about it, and the 5 common mistakes that could be silently damaging your body every single day. Because sometimes the problem is not what you are doing, it is how you are doing it. As the body gets older, it begins to change in ways that are often subtle at first, but very noticeable over time. Many people do not realize this is happening until they start to feel weaker, stiffer, or more tired during everyday activities. One of the most important changes is muscle loss. Starting around the age of 50, the body naturally begins to lose muscle mass every year. This process does not happen overnight, but slowly, year by year, the muscles become weaker. And when muscles weaken, simple movements, like standing, walking, or climbing stairs, start to require more effort than before. At the same time, the joints also begin to change. The cartilage that cushions your joints becomes thinner, and the natural lubrication inside the joints decreases. This is why many people start to feel stiffness, especially in the morning or after sitting for a long time. Movement becomes less smooth and sometimes even uncomfortable. Another important factor is metabolism. As you age, your body burns energy more slowly. This means it becomes easier to gain weight and harder to maintain the same level of energy throughout the day. You may notice that you feel tired more quickly, even when doing things that used to feel easy. Circulation also becomes less efficient over time. Blood flow is not as strong as it once was, which can lead to cold hands and feet, slower recovery, and a general feeling of low energy. All of these changes are natural. They are part of the aging process, but this is exactly why movement becomes more important, not less. And among all forms of movement, walking stands out because it is simple, accessible, and low impact. It does not require special equipment and almost anyone can do it. When done correctly, walking helps maintain muscle activity, keeps the joints moving, improves circulation, and supports overall energy levels. But here is something many people misunderstand. Just because walking is simple does not mean it is automatically effective. If the body is already changing in these ways, then how you move becomes just as important as the fact that you are moving at all. And this is where many people begin to make small mistakes that slowly reduce the benefits they expect to gain. Walking, when done correctly, can be one of the most powerful habits you maintain as you get older. It supports your body in ways that go far beyond what most people expect, and that is why it is often recommended as a daily routine. When you walk properly, your muscles stay active. Even though it may feel like a light activity, walking helps maintain muscle engagement, especially in the legs and core. Over time, this can slow down the natural loss of muscle and help you stay more stable and balanced in your daily life. Your joints also benefit from regular movement. Walking encourages gentle motion, which helps distribute natural fluids inside the joints. This keeps them more flexible and reduces the feeling of stiffness that many people experience as they age. Instead of becoming tighter, your joints stay more mobile and responsive. There is also a strong impact on circulation. As you move, your blood flow improves, delivering oxygen and nutrients more efficiently throughout your body. This can lead to better energy levels, faster recovery, and even improved mental clarity. In addition, walking consistently has been linked to a lower risk of many long-term health conditions. It can support heart health, help regulate blood sugar levels, and contribute to maintaining a healthy weight. Over time, these small daily walks can create a significant difference in how your body feels and functions. But all of these benefits come with one important condition. They only happen when walking is done the right way. Because here is the part that most people never think about. The same activity that can support your body can also slowly work against it if done incorrectly. And this is where things begin to change. When walking is done with poor form, too much strain, or without proper awareness, it can start to place unnecessary stress on your joints and muscles. Instead of supporting your body, it begins to wear it down. At first, the signs are easy to ignore. A little discomfort in the knees, a slight tightness in the legs, or a feeling of fatigue that seems unusual. Many people assume this is just part of getting older, so they continue with the same routine. But over time, these small signals can turn into something more serious. The joints may become more irritated, inflammation can build up, and the body may take longer to recover after each walk. Instead of feeling refreshed, you start to feel drained. This is the dangerous part. Not because walking is harmful, but because the mistakes are often invisible in the beginning. And if they are not corrected early, they can slowly turn a healthy habit into something that does more harm than good. One of the most common mistakes people make when walking is something so simple that it often goes completely unnoticed. It is not about speed or distance, but about posture. Many people walk with their shoulders slightly rounded forward, their back not fully straight, and their head tilted down, often looking at the ground or a phone. At first, this may not feel like a problem. It feels natural, even comfortable. But over time, this posture begins to place uneven pressure on the body. When your upper body leans forward, it shifts your center of gravity. This creates extra strain on your lower back, your hips, and especially your knees. Instead of your body moving in a balanced and efficient way, each step starts to carry a small amount of unnecessary stress. The problem is that this stress builds up slowly. You do not feel it immediately, but after weeks or months, it can lead to stiffness, discomfort, and even long-term joint issues. Correcting this is simple, but it requires awareness. Your back should be upright, not stiff, but naturally straight. Your shoulders should be relaxed, not pulled forward, and your gaze should be directed ahead, not down. These small adjustments allow your body to move in alignment, reducing strain and making each step more efficient. Another mistake that many people make is taking steps that are too long. It is a very common belief that longer steps mean better walking. People often try to cover more distance with each stride, thinking it will make their walk more effective. But in reality, overstriding can do more harm than good. When your step is too long, your foot tends to land too far in front of your body. This creates a braking effect with every step, where your body has to absorb extra impact before moving forward again. That impact is often transferred directly to your knees and hips. Over time, this repeated stress can lead to discomfort and increase the risk of joint problems, especially as the body becomes less resilient with age. A more effective approach is to take shorter, more controlled steps. This allows your feet to land closer to your body, reducing impact and keeping your movement smoother. It may feel slower at first, but it is much more efficient and far less stressful on your joints. These two mistakes, posture and stride length, may seem small, but they are often the foundation of how your body moves. And if the foundation is not right, everything built on top of it becomes less stable. Another mistake that many people make is starting their walk too fast. It often happens without much thought. You step outside, begin walking at a quick pace right away, and try to maintain that speed from the very beginning. At first, it feels productive, like you are making the most of your time, but your body does not work that way, especially as you get older. When you begin moving, your muscles are not fully ready yet. Your joints have not had enough time to warm up, and the natural fluids that help reduce friction inside your joints are not evenly distributed. By jumping straight into a faster pace, you are placing immediate stress on areas that are still unprepared. This is why some people feel discomfort early in their walk, even within the first 10 minutes. It is not because walking is harmful, but because the body was not given time to adjust. A better approach is to start slowly. Give your body 5 to 10 minutes to ease into the movement. Let your muscles gradually activate and your joints begin to move more freely. Once your body feels warmer and more responsive, you can then increase your pace naturally. This simple change can make a significant difference in how your body feels, both during and after your walk. Another mistake that often goes unnoticed is walking for too long without giving your body a break. Many people believe that the longer they walk, the better the results will be. So they push themselves to continue for extended periods, without stopping or adjusting their pace. But the body needs variation and recovery, especially over time. When you walk continuously for too long, your muscles and joints begin to experience repetitive stress. At first, this may not feel like a problem, but as the minutes add up, small amounts of strain begin to build. Over time, this can lead to irritation in the joints and fatigue in the muscles. Instead of finishing your walk feeling refreshed, you may feel drained or sore. This does not mean you need to stop walking for long periods. It simply means your body benefits from balance. You can break your walk into shorter segments or slightly reduce your pace at intervals to allow your body to recover while still staying active. These small adjustments help prevent overuse and allow your body to adapt more effectively over time. When you combine a proper warm-up with a balanced duration, walking becomes much more sustainable. Instead of pushing your body to its limits, you support it in a way that allows steady improvement. The final mistake is also the most dangerous, not because it causes immediate pain, but because it is so easy to ignore. It is the habit of not paying attention to what your body is trying to tell you. Many people continue walking even when they start to feel small signs of discomfort. A slight pain in the knee, a tight feeling in the calf, or a level of fatigue that feels different from usual. These signals are often dismissed as normal, especially with the assumption that discomfort is simply part of getting older. But your body does not send signals without a reason. Pain, even when it is mild, is often an early warning. It is the body's way of telling you that something is not working as it should. When these signals are ignored repeatedly, the problem does not disappear. Instead, it slowly builds. What starts as a small discomfort can turn into persistent pain. What feels like temporary fatigue can develop into longer recovery times and reduced mobility. Over time, this can affect not just your walking routine, but your overall ability to stay active. The challenge is that these changes do not happen suddenly. They happen gradually, which makes them easy to overlook. This is why awareness is so important. As you walk, pay attention to how your body feels. Notice any unusual tension, discomfort, or imbalance. If something does not feel right, it is worth adjusting your pace, your posture, or even taking a short break. Listening to your body does not mean stopping every time you feel something. It means recognizing patterns and responding before they become bigger problems. When you build this awareness, walking becomes more than just a routine. It becomes a way to stay connected with your body and respond to its needs in real time. And this is what allows you to continue walking safely and effectively over the long term. Walking is one of the simplest habits you can build for your health. It is accessible, gentle, and easy to maintain over time. But as simple as it seems, the way you do it can completely change the results you get. From my perspective, the biggest mistake is not the activity itself, but the assumption that doing something regularly automatically means you are doing it correctly. Many people stay consistent for months, even years, without realizing that small habits in their movement are slowly working against them. And that is why awareness matters more than effort. When you start paying attention to your posture, your pace, and how your body feels during each walk, everything begins to shift. Walking becomes more natural, more comfortable, and much more supportive for your long term health. It is not about pushing harder or walking longer. It is about making small intentional adjustments that your body can benefit from every single day. At the same time, it is important to understand that this information is meant for general guidance only. Every body is different, and if you are experiencing persistent pain, discomfort, or any underlying health condition, it is always a good idea to consult a qualified professional before making changes to your routine. Your body is constantly giving you feedback. The more you learn to listen to it, the easier it becomes to avoid unnecessary strain and stay active in a safe way. So the next time you go for a walk, take a moment to slow down and notice how you move. Small changes may not feel significant at first, but over time, they can completely transform how your body feels. And if this helped you see walking in a different way, you can share your experience or the changes you notice along the way. Because sometimes the smallest adjustments lead to the biggest results